I don't. It was just working a minute ago, and of course, as soon as I press go, it stops. But yes, I was just saying, ask a husband to take the recycling. About how to do it. Hello, Kasky. Did you see your name? Cause I'm gonna make a Kasky cake today. At least the one that you requested. Finally doing that redeem. Yes, yes, it is. Hence, I have blueberries and blue frosting and extra blue sprinkles. So, hopefully it turns out good. And I'm gonna make it just the way Kasky likes, semi-naked. Gotcha there. Also, hi CZ and Nazard and Kasky and McCoy. I see y'all sliding in. Welcome. I hope your Thursday has been lovely and cozy. You didn't have to work too hard. It is time for dinner. I'm excited. I dug out some recipes that Clay sent me a million years ago. He was like, make these things. And I had so many redeems that I haven't done it yet. So I figured maybe I'll finally take care of I'll finally do what the husband wants today. You gotta make him happy, right? But welcome in. Happy Thursday. Grab a drink, grab a snack, get cozy. I'm gonna get some cakes in the oven because cakes have to cool before you can put frosting on them. And I'm gonna use leftover frosting, so Cascade, I hope you like peanut butter. But I'm also gonna make blueberry jam. So it'd be like a peanut butter and jam funfetti cake. Should be exciting. It should be delicious. I'm hoping. I'm gonna put some, just to get these black blueberries out of the way. I'm gonna get that going. And if you haven't made jam before, you just throw fruit in a pan with some sugar and some like lemon juice, and then cook it for a while until it turns into jam. My goal today is to not say anything that Nazard and CZ think sounds wild and inappropriate, because apparently every time I do something and they're like, what? Why would you do this? So today we'll see. I also wish I knew where the bottom of my juicer. You can never find a good bottom when you need them.
You know that's not true.
I'm just gonna use my hand.
Hi, Cassie. Hi, Nazard. TV. McCoy. Cutie chat. Boop, 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 boop.
Bon. Because it's got my hands on it, Bon.
Here it is.
That's strange. I thought it might be up there, but I haven't really looked yet. And
Perception check fell.
I didn't check. I didn't make the check. I chose not to look. Which is kind of a lie, because I did pop my head in there briefly. It's fine. We still need to do more lemons. It's not that kind of tool. You're just gonna throw that on. Throw that on the fire. Give it some sugar. I suppose I should taste the blueberries to see how sweet they are. They're kind of tart, so I'm gonna give them a bit of sugar. You can be pretty liberal with the amount of sugar that you give it, like the range of sugar. Really depends. You need a base level just to get the jam to set, but then after that, it's just how sweet is the fruit. How sharp is my knife? It is not. That knife needs sharpening. That knife is sharper. And then I have to do some more lemon, just to get out of my way. Because I did mention, Clay wanted a hot toddy. I didn't put in my my notes, but I'm gonna get this lemon juice and some apple cider going on the stove to get the hot part of the hot toddy. You don't want to cook the alcohol unless you're trying not to have a very alcoholic beverage. But if you're trying to have a cocktail, you don't want to heat the cocktail part, the liquor part. And I was reading the recipe on how to do it, and there's like fancy apparatus to make your hot toddy. It's like, do this thing with basically a double boiler and do all these things to... I'm just gonna do it an easier way, because I don't have a bunch of fancy cocktail equipment. I'm just gonna heat everything that's not liquor and then pour some liquor into it. Oh, and of course, stir it with a cinnamon stick. Whee! I wonder if we have maple syrup. Oh, we do, right there. Okay. Just for some mapley flavor. Okay, that's full of stuff. So I'm gonna set up my toaster oven to bake. So I can bake my cakes in there. Yeah, Canada syrup. Canadian water? Is that a thing? Okay. I want to make sure I didn't forget anything in there. And by forget anything, I mean I didn't forget any of my substitutions that I was going to make, since we didn't have apple brandy. Yeah, that's all my non-alcoholic stuff, I think, other than some nutmeg for garnish. I don't know why I have such a huge thing of already ground nutmeg when I have, like, good nutmeg, but it's got to get used at some point, right? So, we're going to do that today. And now I need to start making a cake. And so, there's kind of a story behind the cake. I didn't buy eggs at the store on Tuesday because I was at the fancy store, apparently, and their eggs were so expensive. It was like $15 or something for a dozen. And I'm sure the price has changed every time I've said this, but it was expensive. And so I didn't buy eggs there. So I was like looking for a vegan cake recipe. Yeah, it was so expensive. Like a half dozen was definitely $9. And the dozen was not quite double that. So I'm like, no thank you. Exactly. So I was trying to find a good vegan cake recipe, not because I needed it to be vegan, because I needed it to have no eggs. And I was gonna ask a friend, but then I realized she doesn't do vegan baking, she does gluten-free baking. And that's really easy to do because you just replace the flour with gluten-free flour and you're good to go. If you have a good gluten-free flour mix. Right? Just buy a heckin' chicken. But then I found eggs today for $4 for a dozen, so I bought some. So it doesn't have to be vegan, but I'm still gonna do it vegan, or no eggs, just to see, because I'm trying to get like a good, as kind of a test. I want to have a good vegan recipe in my back pocket, just in case I ever need it. So I'm gonna do that now. And there's like just a few things that they do to like, to help the cake have a good texture, since there's no eggs in it. So of course, remember to spray and line your cake tins. blueberries and turning them down to real low because I just want them to be jammy. Imagine. Costco. Yeah, so I usually go to the farmer's market, but I was feeling too lazy and Clay was not waking up, so I didn't go on Sunday. So I chose not to go. What am I doing? This is also a nice recipe because it just says throw everything in one big bowl. So no getting multiple bowls dirty, which I love. Okay. 2.5 cups of flour. Two. 3. 1. 2. 3. 1. And a half. Makes 2.5. Yeah, we have an egg person. And then cornstarch. I definitely have, but I always lose. I'm pretty sure Clay hides it from me. Because he hides it from me, I'm just going to use the tapioca starch instead. Because it's really not much about the thing. You could use whatever starch. You could use arrowroot, you could use potato starch, whatever you have. And because there's no eggs, and eggs generate lift in a cake, it's got a heck ton of baking powder. This cake has a whole tablespoon of baking powder. If you ever don't have eggs and you just want to do your regular recipe, a tablespoon of water, a tablespoon of oil, and a teaspoon of baking powder is a pretty good substitution, which gets the fat from the yolk, the moisture from the albumin, and then the lift with the baking powder. So, in a pinch that works. Salt. And then 1.5 cups. I should whisk this first. You know what, I'm gonna add the sugar to this now. What do we got? 1.5 cups of sugar. A 1/4 cup? Okay. And when you whisk the sugar in with the flour, that'll break up any lumps in your flour so you don't have to sift your flour. It'll make it lovely and granular. And that way you don't get a sifter dirty, you don't have to have one of those little squeezy dealies that just make your hands tired. Okay, and I'm definitely going to use canola oil for this because when you use coconut oil in large quantities like this, like 3/4 cup, that would be a very coconutty cake, and that's not what I want. I'm gonna have to buy more vegetable oil. Amazon. Add vegetable oil to Costco.
I put vegetable oil in Costco.
Why do I have 1,000,000 cup measurers and not like anything
I'm
else?
having trouble here. Can you say that again?
No! Cancel!
Need something?
No!
Oh, looks like you need something.
No, I didn't.
This looks like
Okay. Apple cider vinegar, vanilla, and then Sprinks. Oh, and then no, there's got to be more liquid. Yeah, cup and a half of milk. So it says use soy milk or whatever other vegan milk you prefer. It's really just for moisture. So just use whatever you have, whatever you like. I'm just using milk because it's not actually a vegan recipe for me. I just needed a non-egg recipe, like I said. Vinegar and vanilla. That's all I'm missing. Vinegar and vanilla. That's not enough vanilla. I need to refill my vanilla. There we go. And then 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Hi, Robo, even though you can't hear me. Okay. And then we gotta make it fun. Did you see me say Robo? Okay, and then we can't forget to make it fun. So we gotta put in our sprinkle mix, which is just some sprinkles that I had, and then I added a bunch of extra blue ones because Kasky is a blue husky. Hi, Two Socks. Welcome in. How you doing? Do your kids like the Funfetti cake? You don't want to mix it too much because then it's just gonna dye your cake batter. So at this point, just stir it through. More of a pie family. Okay. Gotta love a good pie. Even for birthdays, birthday pies. Okay. I mean, we could make a funfetti pie. I don't know if we actually could. And of course you want your cakes to be relatively even, so you could weigh it, or you can just scoop and scoop. 1 scoop for each. Back and forth. And it doesn't have to be exact, you just want it pretty close. And the recipe does say use a 8 or 9-inch pan. So if you're using a 9-inch pan, you just are gonna have thinner cakes, and you're gonna have to make sure to cook it a little bit less because it will cook a little faster since it's thinner. And you can tell as I'm getting towards the end of this, the batter is turning a little bit blue from those sprinkles. So, not the end of the world, just something to be aware of. It's gonna happen. I'm sure Kasky doesn't matter. Funfetti pie does not sound appetizing, but why not? What could be better than funfetti pie? I mean, you can make, what was it called? It was a Marlboro pie, I think someone said. Or, like the chess pie. It's kind of a cakey texture, like a baked custard kind of inside a pie. And you can just put some sprinkles in that. Cake and bake. No, you still do whatever pie you were doing, and you just fold some sprinkles into your mixture. So I think it would work best with like a chess pie. Or just make a what's it called? Pecan pie, but have sprinkles instead of pecans. Okay. So that's ready to go in the oven as soon as it beeps. I have some extra blueberries for texture and toppings and things. And also, hi Animal, how you doing? How's your day? Oh, I can finish probably making my cocktail now. Cocktail in a mug. Need to find suitable mugs. There we go. Our cute little local coffee shop mugs. I should just do them here. Every Christmas they do or every holiday season, they'll do a special where if you buy 2 bags of beans, you can get a free cup as long as they last. I think this was last year's cups. This year's cups are thinner? This is this year's cups. This year's cups, our friend was sad because he missed out on them. They have a dog. They have a little sled, a skiing dog. Okay. Cake's in the oven. And I remembered to set a timer. Although I do want to swap them in halfway. So maybe I'll reduce the timer so I can remember to swap them. Okay. My liquid is hot over here. So I should have put some hot water. I'm going to get some hot water in these. Mostly because it's cold in the house, and that means these cups are cold, and if I put a bunch of hot liquid in these cold cups, then they would not be hot liquid anymore, which would be sad. Oh, and it does say to top up this recipe with a little bit of hot water, but since we have a bunch of apple cider instead of our apple liqueur, I think we're gonna have plenty of dilution with it. Okay, so suppose I could measure, or I can just pour. So we're gonna do a little bit of bourbon. About a third of that amount of orange liqueur. What do you think I am, an engineer or something? I am. And then a couple dashes of bitters. Which, this is too big of a bottle to do the whole, like, 2-finger dealy. Gotta get a more sturdy grip on here. Right, who measures? It's not like I'm baking or anything. Okay. And then we call the husband over for drinks. In a minute. He's too busy overwatching.
I think that's not an accurate description. I'm too busy getting more.
He's too busy dying in Overwatch. I could have made whipped cream for this. Do you play Overwatch, McCoy? You could definitely jump in with them. Clay is over there playing with one of our local friend, a couple of our local friends, and Bon. I know he plays with Ty sometimes. Cheers. Woo, that is lovely. Kind to play. But you get tilted easily. Yeah, it's not for me. I tried briefly. There we go. Lovely apple hot toddies. I should get the frosting out. So that can warm up a little bit so I can use it to frost the cake later. And funny enough, I'm doing a semi-naked cake because I only have enough frosting to do a semi-naked cake. So it's convenient. Hi CL, how are you doing? I'm just about to start on dinner. Got cakes in the oven. We got cocktails made. CL is the local friend that I said was sad that he didn't get one of the doggo cups from our local coffee place. Alright, photos. That's the thing I do. Photo. Okay. See, I got a new, better job. So yeah, heck that old job. Okay. Now we do a bunch of prep stuff. Yay! I know you were sad that I hadn't chopped anything yet. Okay. Where did my cup go? Starting on a Wednesday.
What were you offering on offer? With the hot toddy?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Love you. Cheers.
Clank.
Woohoo! Aromatics just got me before I could take a drink. Oh, that?
Okay.
Yeah, it's look like saying we keep it chill. That one match was a little rough.
So it says you can use fresh or roasted red peppers, and of course roasted has more flavor, so I'm gonna do the roasted, right?
Oh, we got a meow.
I also don't know why. I'm only measuring because the cup was already dirty. Hello.
Hey, look at that huge pepper.
That was a big,
a
massive pepper.
That is too. Look how big that was.
Oh
at
my
one time.
goodness. Put a little one back in.
There's a lot of cinnamon or something on top. I can barely take a drink.
Not bad. You put the liquor away?
Let me just take a big old swig. Where's it?
On the
Oh,
counter. The brown dust, yes. I don't know why it tells me to measure the red peppers, but then it just says dice an onion. Slice an onion. Don't dice it, slice it. But these are diced. It's really easy to slice the roasted red peppers too. They still have the little charred bits on them from where they were roasted, so when you roast them, you can also just home roast these. You can put them right onto like your stovetop if you have a gas stove or use a barbecue, or just throw them whole in under the broiler, and they should get charred up. Like the skin will get charred. And then the trick is you put it in a brown paper bag and let it steam up. And then after a few minutes, when it cools down a little bit, you can peel the skins right off. And then you've got the lovely roasted red pepper flavor and not all of that char. Or you can just let the store do that work for you and buy some roasted red peppers. It's the same stuff you get like on top of a lot of hummus. Will come with roasted red peppers on top. Your tab crashed. You can also use plastic wrap. It steams the char off. Yes, but then I'm using plastic. I try not to use much plastic for like earth reasons. Like bowl. That's why I get a little bit salty at Clay sometimes when he wraps something in a piece of plastic instead of using a Tupperware. Or uses a Ziploc bag. And yes, they have their place. Definitely use them like when appropriate. I'll get back on. We were just talking about ways to not use tons of plastic wrap. Oh god. I just need the reminder. I've got the bench scraper, it's right here. I should just label that as the CL's bench scraper. Okay. Okay. Yes, I know. I should take care of my knives. Sharp knives are safer knives. But you always see it like it's so convenient just to use the knife to pick up the stuff after you finish chopping it. Maybe not in this case since it was a whole heap of pepper, but when you're doing like a few cloves of garlic, it's just so convenient. Of course, also convenient to have a sharp knife so you don't stab yourself. Slice yourself. Especially doing onions, you're much more likely to slice yourself with a dull knife because it'll slip off of the onion. It like won't get a grip. It'll slip off and it'll just slice you. It's also one reason I like turn it around at the halfway point so I'm going on the upward slope of the onion. Because then I'm just less likely for it to slip off and slice me. There we go. Okay. I also need garlic and anchovies. Those are the only other things left to chop, I think. And it also works nicer because it is a much larger surface. So it does work. It does work a treat. And then I had to buy anchovies. Because I don't keep anchovies around. But this is exciting. And it says a tablespoon is about 4 fillets. But since I have nothing to do with the rest of these, I'm just going to do the whole thing. And this oil that's in is very flavorful. So I'm going to use that oil to cook my onions when it gets to that point. Because why waste that? Drink the liquid out of the can like it? No, it's oil. It's just oil. Robo. What are you trying to do to me? This recipe kind of reminds me of a puttanesca because it has those really strong flavors. I've got Kalamata olives. Might need to chop the olives too. So it's got Kalamata olives, it's got the anchovies, it's got the roasted red peppers, it's got real strong flavors. It's very much like a puttanesca style tomato sauce, like pasta sauce. Although when I make pasta puttanesca, it's kind of just throw in whatever I have. It's my kitchen sink sauce. But I do make sure it has those strong flavors in it. We'll see how spicy I'm feeling. I might throw in some capers for fun. Or, I'm definitely going to add some chilies. All those things plus pancetta and parsley for an orzo salad. Ooh. This does have couscous in it. So it's going to have that little bit of pasta. I didn't buy parsley. I did buy some microgreens. No feta this time. But that's mostly just because it's fish and cheese is not the most classic of pairings. I'm going to swap my cakes around. And let them go the other half of their time. That's the other advantage of using the toaster oven for baking, is because it has that timer built in. There's no way I can forget it, because I definitely would have forgot. Maybe. Definitely maybe would have forgotten. Okay. Yeah, that does sound like a lovely, like, kind of Greek, Southern Italian-ish kind of salad. wonder if I could use the bench scraper to do the salt trick. Because it's usually done with like a big cleaver, just so you have a bunch of surface area, but I bet I could do it with the bench scraper too. If I was really trying to get this into a paste. I'm alright. Okay, that's my tablespoon in heavy quotes of garlic. It's been better since I moved it, but it still likes to do it sometimes. Okay, let's find out if I need to chop olives. Oh, there is cayenne in this. Okay. It says if using fresh red peppers, cook it with the onion. If using roasted red peppers, cook it afterwards because it won't need as much. Are they olives? Olives, olives, olives. Olives. Kalamata. It just says... Where'd they go? No, I bought them. Where'd they go? Hey, what'd you do with my olives? What'd you do with my olives? Oh, they're right there. I was looking for a jar. But I bought them in a little packet instead. Because there were more. And don't at me. I know I said I was cutting down on plastic, and this is plastic. But it was so much more for the price. And they came marinated already. Oh, they have pitch in them though. I guess that's what I'm doing now, is pitting these olives. It's only when I was chopping the garlic. Yeah, because it was a vigorous chop of the garlic. Sounds like my music is gone too. And now my fingers are covered in olive. I could be starting the onions while I'm doing this. It says pitted or not, so I don't know if I even need to do this as long as... No, it's safer. I don't want anyone hurting teeth. Let me just start my onions going. While I get this. While I get these. This is where the commercial break happens. Come back after these commercials and my staff will have taken the pits out of all these olives.
Come back.
I had a brief thought that I could use my cherry pitter for this, but the dark ones are much easier to pit. The Kalamatas versus the whatever the green ones are called. Castelvrano, maybe? I don't know. What's everyone out there having for dinner? Not that olive. Goodbye, olive. Remember to squeeze not towards the floor when you are pitting your olives. Thawed leftover chili and fresh jalapeno cornbread. Do you have a good cornbread recipe? Because I've been trying to find one and it's kind of hit or miss. I bet Clay also had chili for lunch. Several. I would absolutely take one of your recipes. Send them. I have to like decide. It's not sweet. As long as that's fine. I have one that works sweet and it actually has frozen blueberries in it. And it doesn't seem like it would be good. BYO honey butter. Yeah, I gotta bring the honey butter because Clay loves the honey butter.
Honey butter? Did you say the magic word?
He heard it, and now I'm not gonna make it, and he's gonna be sad. The magic phrase. Honey Bonzer. CL, what did I do? You had one the whole time. You had a cornbread recipe? Oh, a cute dog mug. You got one. Right? I was confused too. See how that conversation was like 10 minutes ago. I can't remember that. Can you come stir my onions, please? He cannot. I thought your thing was until 6:30.
It's at 6, and I'm not even ready. And I have to admit that now it's making me make a new sandwich. Not what I wanted to do.
Bon, what did onions do to you? Bon hates onions, and we don't know why. They make you sleepy and give you a headache. Yeah, usually Claymore is over here like bugging me, asking for snacks. He was smart today. No. He was smart. He knew that dinner wasn't going to be ready until like 7. So he came over and had some bread. Teo distracted him. Yes. I would believe it. I need a sous chef to stir my onions and to turn my music back on. Yeah, I didn't need you to do a lot.
Where is the thing I'm stirring so it doesn't work?
I'm almost done with these.
What was in this pan before?
Potato. I need a DJ. Bon, be my DJ. I just need song requests, honestly.
Wait, where? Yeah, you should just have YouTube song requests.
But that's, again, something I need to figure out how to do. And I know it's not that hard. I can
It
ask...
can't be that hard. There's like a bazillion people who can tell you how to do it.
I know. I mean, Kusa's doing it right now. He was pretty quiet during the stream yesterday, Robo.
I'm in trouble?
No.
We rile him up and we hear him during our stream. Yeah, you rile me up.
Oh my goodness.
Are you making your own olive tapenade?
No, I'm just hitting the olives.
Oh.
You didn't turn my music on. Don't most song request things not let you request a song that's like over 10 minutes, or is that a Beat Saber thing?
I don't know if that's a limit or someone's choosing that limit. The other issue with song requests is you have to make sure your audio isn't saved. And if you're posting on YouTube... Then
Right, I couldn't do it for this stream, because this stream specifically I'm saving.
Right.
Why would I ever...
Play some lo-fi.
I have been, and it paused itself for 0 reasons. It didn't. It was on a thing, and it said, continue listening? I don't know. Have limitations? Okay. Make sure you check on your blueberries.
I see you with blueberries and Razy look up.
Okay.
The 10-hour loop is Mickey Mouse.
Onion.
What about the 4-hour loop of Hey Boy from God of War?
When I say song request,
Probably turn these down.
I need to get them going.
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah, so you can turn it down now. Sous-chefs have agency. They understand when to like.
I don't know what agency is. I try to have agency at work and all I get is denied and a bunch of I can't say right now because this is a public video. Everything is perfect. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team.
Everything is awesome when your bosses don't take responsibility for their actions. What? My goodness. Double baby? Oh, 16 months. Not quite double baby. My goodness. Hello, Taylor. Welcome in. How you doing? No, Clay's not taking a shower. Right? You should be grateful to that boss for letting you work there. Paprika and cayenne. Okay. So, honestly, the recipe looks pretty delicious, but it's one of those ones where they didn't give you the ingredients in order of adding them to the pan. So fuck this recipe. Oh no, he puts on a little skull cap thing for when he has his VR headset on, so he doesn't sweat all over it.
And then I have a mini golf club here. My golf club.
He's got to show off his golf club attachment to his dealies.
Boop.
It smells lovely in here. Because I'm using all the anchovy oil to cook my onions right now. I should put a bunch of salt in there too. Help my onions get lovely and soft. Although there's probably a bunch of salt in that anchovy oil too. But different forms of salt have different layers of flavor. Okay. I should also make sure I have everything else I need. Got my tomatoes. Got my bonus tomatoes that are getting too wrinkly for Clay to want to eat them. I had to buy new tomatoes because when they get wrinkly, he doesn't want them.
All those tomatoes at Costco are really good.
Yes, we know. We've heard. We all know about the Costco tomatoes. Taylor, thank you for gifting that sub to Nazard. Oh, you should check some cakes. They look not quite done. I should use a cake tester, shouldn't I? Use the cake tester, don't just look at them.
Science.
No, well, I guess observation is science.
Measuring with the thermometer.
Oh? Yeah, I suppose I could measure and see if they're the right temperature. Okay, that bottom one just has a little bit of gooiness to it. So I'm gonna pull the top one and let the other one just sit in there for a little bit longer. Okay. So one cake out. And the browning doesn't matter because it's going to be covered in frosting anyway. Y'all definitely follow TBJ. TBJ is gorgeous and plays shooty games and scary games. What am I doing? Ooh, my onions are starting to get crispy. Crispy and delicious, my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put my other stuff in now. Peppers, garlic, anchovies, paprika, and cayenne. And see how, look, I'm using my my bench scraper.
Give those other tomatoes if you don't want to use those.
What other tomatoes?
Those San Marzanos.
So those are for pasta sauce.
Oh, okay. CD cube. Chat's full of cubes. Everyone in chat's cute. Oh. What's that? Did you make frosting?
No, that's batter.
Oh, that's cake batter.
Yes.
It's blue? The cake is blue?
It's lightly blue.
Oh.
It's Cassie's cake, so of course it's lightly blue. My goodness. Sometimes that man, he's cute, but it takes him a minute to catch up. Walking Sammy. Is it cold in your area right now? Poor small dog and the cold. I hope Sammy has like mittens or a sweater. Oh, paprika and cayenne. I'm gonna use spicy pepper sauce also. Just to kick up the flavor. Because it's delicious. But then I'll also use cayenne. Ooh, and it smells like fish now because of all those anchovies. Wait, these are both... Okay. I forgot that I took all the little sprinkly lids off and I accidentally dumped a bunch of this into my potatoes the other day. It was, not what I intended. I said it was, not Amazon. Oh my gosh. 43? Yeah, 43 is not bad. I tried to change it and you said I couldn't.
You can change them all to the word C-O-M-P-U-D-E-R.
What? Ugh.
What do you want to change it to?
I liked it when it was Ziggy, but you're like, I can't remember that.
No, I do not think.
Yeah. Oh no, the thing I put massive quantities in was cayenne, not the paprika. Anchovies and olive stuff. Have fun gaming, Robo. I'll see you soon. I need some white wine. Do I have any white wine? Do we? No, we don't. I don't think we do. Luckily, I can and saute these until I have some wine. I just don't often buy white wine. Yeah, we buy sparkling wine. We definitely have some sparkling wine. But I don't want to use that in this. And the one that I would use in that, I wouldn't use in this because it's too sweet. I have a very sweet sparkling wine. That's all. I'm gonna check. There's one place. We might have wine. I guess we're just using red wine. Because that's what we have. I'm not complaining. And this wine I used before to make some pasta sauce. I think I used it to make the red sauce for the timpano. And it was very tasty, so I'm just gonna stick with it. Are you still looking for wine? I should pull that other cake. Just bring me the wine opener.
Did you find a light red wine?
Yeah.
There's gotta be like a Grenache or something.
There is a Grenache out there, but I used this one before and it was delicious.
You got it.
I do got it. Okay. Why is my cake not releasing? Come on, cake. Get out of here. There we go. Look at that. Look at our lovely little pretty blue streaks. Okay. I need to remember to actually take the foil off because I keep just trying to open it through the foil and then I cut myself on the foil. So I'm gonna remove the foil. Or at least the top of it. So I don't keep slicing myself. I've got this slice in my thumb.
Did you cut yourself?
Like last week.
You know we have a foil cutter, right?
Yeah, it's on this.
Oh no, oh well, that's just a knife. We actually have.
Yes, I'm aware, but I'm usually just too lazy.
Are the vegetables out for some reason? Or are you using those?
Yes, they're gonna go in the salad.
We're having salad too.
Yes.
It's like a 5-course meal.
It's a 2-course meal plus dessert. Like, so 3 courses.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Wine in. Clay over here complaining that he's getting more courses.
I was not
This is a 28-ounce can. This is twice as much as I need. I'm gonna go get a smaller thing of tomatoes. 4 courses have you had obstacles? Run, duck, jump. There we go. Speaking of Costco. Haha, both cakes out. Oh my god, it's just a little bit of... Wow.
Oh shit!
And he drops it! He drops it! Okay. We've got our 2 cakes. And know where to put them. I just need spit. No floor cake. I dropped like a third of a container of heckin' lettuce on the floor the other day. I was gonna have salads, big old salads for dinner, and I'm like, well, I guess we're just having an appetizer salad because I dropped 3/4 of what we had left on the floor. It was very sad. Okay. Yes, I need the kitchen reno so we can... Although then I would need a place to like actually mount the camera, because if I had this all as one daily, it would be... Yeah, but then how to connect... I guess I just had to unplug the thing. Anyway, things.
Cord on the wall.
Cords on the wall, apparently. Clay is suggesting that I just hang the camera from the ceiling.
Yep.
But I need a way to stabilize it.
Get a gyro, and then you
Get a gyroscope.
Well, no, they make those. You get a gimbal. They're called gimbals.
A gimbal? Gimbals is dead, Marge. You're gimbals. I'm trying to brush up on my old Simpsons references, because for our new TTRPG that we're going to be playing on Wednesdays, I'm making like a layered Simpsons reference. And so I'm playing Dex Canner, the Liquor Lord, but apparently the liquor... So yeah, my thing isn't going to be a smuggler of laudanum, because I think laudanum is probably maybe a controlled substance. Yeah. Okay. Chicken stock, tomatoes, olives, parsley. How much stock? An amount of stock. I have leftover stock. Good through October 23. Okay. That's probably 2 cups-ish. It says 1.5 cups. I guess I'll just have some leftover stock. I already had leftover stock. I just need to figure out something to use it in. Okay. I'm also going to throw these extra tomatoes in there. Because why not have some fresh ones? A raccoon hole to the outside. So, it's weird. Our house is like the only house I've ever been in that I can think of where there's no window from the kitchen to like outside. And yes, I have lived in apartments where that's a thing, but what house doesn't have a window to the outside? What house kitchen does not have a window to the outside?
Hers.
Yeah, but what other one? It's like the only one.
Cody's only had that window above the sink.
It only had that one window to the outside, yes. The window to the
for
outside.
A kitchen that big, you'd think it had more. I mean, that kitchen was like 5 of our kitchens.
Yeah, it was also connected to that little dining nook, which had a window to the outside, and that window was like...
Look at that window right there.
That's far away from the kitchen.
As close as the kitchen nook of theirs was. Let's see. You're suggesting you want to move the kitchen to the exterior?
No, I did not say that. I'm just saying it's weird.
This kitchen's perfect for us because it sets the kitchen in the middle and you can see the TV.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's weird.
I'm trying to think. Yeah,
Make a
most
window?
kitchens have a window.
Should I get a skylight?
Well, lean the field. Problem with skylights is you need a way to close them so it can be dark. I like darkness.
He loves the darkness.
Especially when you're watching movies.
When are you watching movies when it's light out, though? Oh. Parsley, and I'm adding everything except for the couscous and the fish right now. I'm gonna taste it right now to make sure my seasoning is good. I'm gonna stir it and then taste it. Oh, the other reason I bought eggs is I need to make another batch of snickerdoodles, because I owe Shola some snickerdoodles. They're not for you. Do you? Do you?
Can I make this?
Have you been a good boy?
I think so.
Yeah, probably.
I'm always a good boy most of the time. Sometimes.
He's always, most of the time, a good boy. Yes.
Salt, pepper.
I need salt. You know what? I'm actually going to throw in
You need
a little bit of soy.
You need fancy salt. You need. Did you show this off? Fenugreek.
No. I'm going to put a little bit of soy for some umami kind of stuff going
I
on.
don't know what this is. Anybody know what this is?
Fenugreek?
Fenugreek.
Yeah, it's a spice that's from Greece. And honestly, I think it could be spicier. I don't know. Do you want to taste it and see the spice level?
No. I believe in you.
He believes in me. Cheese? Did you say cheese? It's gonna be full of fish. Okay, that's better. And it's gonna condense, so that's good. Fen, you Greek? I mean, it's just not the time to purchase a house right now. It's not the market. Okay. I'm gonna throw my cakes in the refrigerator.
Couscous. You found the couscous.
I did. It was on the counter still.
Hidden in plain sight.
It was.
What's a little creepy? What?
It's a clean towel.
Oh, okay.
No, it's got cake on it. It's a cake towel now. No. Oh no. There is some caramelization on the top of the cake, so I can trim it off. It's not a problem. Okay. Now I gotta add couscous. I need to bring it to a boil and then, oh no, I still need to add my greens. Seems weird to add, even if they were parsley, to add them now. But it says to add them now. So I'm gonna do that. But I'm gonna reserve some, I'm not putting all these in. I'm gonna reserve some for topping it later. Okay. So it is boiling, so I can add my couscous. Ty, hello. Ty is cute. This is true. Oh yeah, we had good luck with our current house because it was cheap and we had such a good rate. But like upgrading is impossible. 3/4 of a cup of couscous. Although this is, it says pearl couscous, and this is very small. This is Israeli couscous. So I guess I need to use the pearled couscous, which is slightly bigger. 3D audio. Schmeedy, hello. Welcome in. It can stress. Yes, perfect. Vaughn has the raccoon like holes that go between all of our walls. This is how much? This looks like 2 cups-ish. Two cups-ish. Ish. Maybe it's only a cup and a half. I kind of don't want to just have this like little thing of, I'm just going to, heck it. Heck it. I'm just going to use it all. And Shamini, we made a funfetti cake. I'm still going to decorate it. I ended up using the new couscous I bought instead of the old couscous because it is bigger couscous and I wanted the bigger couscous. Since it's in a stew rather than just like being a little pot of fluffy couscous. Okay. Cascade is so excited to be a cake. And then add the fish fillets, wiggling them lightly to submerge them in the sauce. Yep, wiggle them lightly. It's right in the recipe. Shmee! Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty gay cake. Not a K cake, that's an artist who y'all should also follow. But this is a gay cake. Just put it in your final instructions. Although I was reading about those or listening to something, Apparently, there's only so much in your like will and testament that's enforceable. Oh no, I was listening to Nicole Byer because she had gone into looking at what she could make her friends do to like honor her will. And she's like, can I make my best friend do X and Y and Z things to my body before they can like inherit? And her estate lawyer was like, you can put whatever you want in the will, but there's only so much that's legally enforceable. So it makes me wonder if you actually have to stay in the haunted mansion at all before you inherit it. Honestly, I think I should overspice this because they did not say to season this fish at all. So I think I should add a bunch more seasoning now. Since my fish, which I am gently wiggling, I'm wiggling the fish. You can challenge the terms, yes. Right? So yeah, if you want your body wiggled lightly, just put in your will, you get all of my worldly possessions if you wiggle my dead body lightly. And they might do it. I mean, maybe your friends would just be like, would just do that for you because they love you. And they're like, we'd wiggle, sweetie. Okay. So that just needs to simmer for like 8 to 10 minutes.
It is a little weird.
Annoying, but not more annoying than going to court. I mean, that's the key, right? I realized I forgot about my jam. So my jam is over here very warm. I'm actually going to add some starch to this as well. And then boil it real quick so it thickens. And then I'm going to have to throw it in the freezer. So I can try to get it cold enough to decorate a cake with. See ya! What are you doing? That's not my will. I was talking about Schmiedy's will. Also, y'all, CL, can you give Schmiedy a shout out, please? Schmiedy is a lovely rat who I have no VIP slots available for. Thank you. I need to stir this. I wish I had my other whisk. And when you use starch like this, you need to boil it or else it will not thicken. It will just taste like a starchy liquid. So if you want to have a lovely jammy consistency, make sure you boil it. And even just that little bit of extra time, change this from a little liquidy mess into a jam. And of course, if you don't want like lumps in it, you can absolutely strain it. That would be fine. But I like jam, so I'm not going to worry about it. You can meet mallow? Yeah. Schmiedy is definitely less cursed than mallow, I want to say. Unless you prefer to be more cursed and then you can be more cursed. I don't know. Okay. All my bowls. Also, make sure you don't use the same implement you used on your onions to scrape out your blueberry jam, because you don't want oniony jam. Unless you're making onion jam, and then you do want oniony jam. Cassie, I'm putting the jam in the freezer. Don't tell Robo, but I wish I had a blast chiller.
You want a blast chiller?
Don't tell Robo! Have you never had onion jam? So yeah, if you treat onions the exact same way as you treat fruit, you can make a jammy consistency, and they just call it onion jam, and it's a great like spread for like burgers. No! CL, no, bad, naughty. Terrible. Terrible. Yes, so if you have onion jam, you can also like dice up bacon and a cursed jello concoction. No, it's legit. I've made it before. It's delicious. You can also make tomato jam. Just treat it the same way. Tomato jam can be sweet, can be savory. Also makes a great spread for burgers. And honestly, what's ketchup if not just like tomato jam, but that's been pureed. Yes, I'm going to ship the blueberry jam to Susie and Nazar's house, and they'll put it outside in the snow. 19 degrees. I mean, that's almost as cold as our freezer. Maybe? Tomato jam sounds normal, and onion jam doesn't. And hello, Shulva. Welcome in. Shulva, I was gonna do them today, but then I got distracted and forgot. But I am gonna make some snickerdoodles. This one. This camera. Wow. Woo. Doodles? What doodles? Doodles? There's doodles? Burgers, yes. Cheese the burgers. Oh, thank you, Ty. Fresh off the push-ups. Clay's distracted. He's going to be sad. Oh, pictures? It's a good time to come back, Schmeedy. CL, you're welcome to come over and have some. We have enough for 5 people. I made 5 portions of fish. Oh, Shelba, I love you too. Wait, what? I flex and did I just like do this? Is he, half a bottle of wine? My goodness. Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Everyone give some hypes for CL for getting a heckin' good new job offer. And CL being a champ and actually putting in their 2 weeks notice. Wasabi, hello. I guess all those things I said about CL as their job reference did not convince the new boss that they were a bad choice to hire. Shelva. Oh my goodness. If those 2 weeks are anything like this week, yesterday and today dragged. I don't know, no, not yesterday. It's Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday dragged so much. I don't know why. It's just, this seemed like the slowest days at work. And you've been busy. See, I haven't been that busy. I've just been sitting there checking up on everyone else's work. So, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need to get another plate out for frosting purposes. Right? I'm ready for the weekend. I have a lot of work to do this weekend. Okay, this is a good consistency. This frosting that turned out way better than it had any right to. But that's kind of my hallmark. Just kind of futzing with stuff till it works. See, this is why I usually use the stainless steel cups, because if I had knocked that off right now, that would have been terrible. Yeah, this is a Italian meringue cream cheese peanut butter frosting. because reasons. And there was about twice as much as I needed for the donuts. So okay. Use half-ish of the frosting. Are those ... dots at my frosting animal? Yes, Italian meringue cream cheese peanut butter frosting. Mostly because there was a whole thing where I ran out. I didn't have any powdered sugar. And so I was like, first I didn't have any eggs. So I couldn't make the peanut butter mousse that I was going to make. And then I didn't have any powdered sugar, so I couldn't make like cream cheese frosting with peanut butter in it. So I had to use, when you don't have powdered sugar, you've got to make a meringue frosting so you can get the sugar dissolved so you don't have grainy frosting. And so I had to make the meringue frosting. And then I'm like, can you just throw cream cheese into a meringue frosting? And the internet said yes. So I did it. And then I'm like, can I just throw peanut butter into this? And the internet didn't know. So I just did it. And it turned out so unexpectedly delicious. And it's got a lovely frosting texture. I have never had success with the food processor method. Like, I know they say you can do it. You're supposed to add some cornstarch to it also to get the consistency. but I've never had enough success making granulated sugar into powdered sugar. Yeah, I feel like you would need like the real fancy blender, the Vitamix. You need like something really powerful to do it, and I don't have that because they're expensive. And because I don't use a blender enough to like really want to invest in a powerful blender. No, so I made a full-on Italian meringue buttercream. So, and it was half vegan because I didn't have egg whites either. I had a couple egg whites and I had a bunch of aquafaba. So I used half egg white, half aquafaba. It made a lovely meringue, and then I added the butter. And so once I had my full Italian meringue buttercream, I added the block of cream cheese, and then I added like 2 cups worth of powdered sugar. It was great. And like it shouldn't have worked, but it worked, and I was so chuffed. So chuffed. Okay. But I'm trying to, I know, right? It was good. It was awfully good. I'm gonna throw some salt on top. I am still using this salt that CL gave me, or CL brought over for like finishing dishes when he was eating with us. I'm still just using that salt. It's good salt. No, the volume was fine. No, I'm still using the Maldens. Okay, I think that's done. And now I'm just waiting for jam to get colder. The fact that it's still steaming is not a good sign. Yeah, flaky salt is great. It's hot steaming still. What? Salt emote? Oh, that's a Twitch global emote? Okay. Okay. I can actually turn that off because no gas is on anymore. Oh, I still need to make a salad. That's what I can do. I'm just making a very simple salad. And the recipe said to, my jam isn't causing streams of plasma? Too hot. Your jam is too hot. It said a very simple salad of lemon and arugula because the dish is so, like, full of fatty flavors that having something with a little bite and acid would be a good accompaniment. So I'm gonna get my third lemon of the day. I'm gonna get a, do I have a, aha. I'm gonna do the little trick of making your dressing in a mason jar. to your mason jar. Just add your lemon juice. A little bit of oil. I'm not going to do a 3-to-1 because I'm trying to keep this kind of light-ish. I'm going to go like 1-to-1 on the acid and oil. And I'm also going to use... I know I have mustard in here somewhere. There we go. And use whatever kind of like spicy-ish mustard you have. Add some salt. And that's really all you need for a salad dressing. You can of course put whatever other flavors you like in here. Then dressing. Dressing is done. I just need to put a few more things on the salad to make it feel like a real side instead of just some dressed greens. Like, do y'all ever go to like a burger joint and they say you can upgrade your fries to a salad for like $3 or whatever, and you get your salad and it's literally just some lettuce with dressing on it? And I'm like, excuse me, waiter. This is not a salad. This is just some lettuce and sauce. Like, I need something on it to make it a salad. Doesn't have to be fancy. I mean, I'm literally gonna put some tomatoes and radishes on this because I'm going with that whole like peppery vibe. Well, radishes because peppery, and then tomatoes because it's like Clay's favorite thing. And we often get this little mix of small heirloom tomatoes, but they were all very big today. I'm over here breaking my own rules and using my finger on the knife. Don't put your finger on the knife. And CL, I'm not using the blade to scrape up the tomatoes. I'm pushing the tomatoes onto the blade. So, you don't need to object. I can also put some black olives in here, but there's so much... I mean, that actually it kind of works. I don't know. I haven't decided. They're just in the fridge.
This might answer your question.
I didn't ask a question! Amazon! Stop! Why are you objecting? Oh. Why are you objecting, CL? I didn't do the thing. Maybe I'll throw some carrots in here too. Just for fun. Just for fun. My bowl of jam is still... Oh, it's getting there. It's not hot and steamy anymore. It's still warm. Yeah, but I slid the knife, but it was flat on the thing. I wasn't like scraping. I slid it on. Okay. I should stop arguing with my mod. Do whatever you need to do to make CL happy. Especially since they brought me a burrito the other day. And refused payment. Oh, he did? What? You could just Venmo him back. Were you upset or were you pupset? Yes. Just burrito money endlessly. Shovel, what kind of burrito do you prefer? Wait. Did I miss the reference? I'm sad. I'm confused. What are we referencing that I'm missing? Okay, salad is ready. Oh. What? That's not known to me. That's quite the reference. Oh no. I'm just gonna sit here and put my jam on this cake.
Is dinner almost ready?
Dinner is ready. I will not watch this movie. I will.
What movie are you not watching?
It doesn't matter because I'm not watching it. Because reasons. I'm going to put this cake in the fridge. We will definitely have flaky salt to serve you when you visit, CZ. Apparently it's coming up all the time lately. That's my junk. Excuse you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I need to plate up food for the husband. Hello.
That I know. There's been ages since I've seen it or something.
One salad.
One salad. One salad, please. Oh, I didn't adjust your lights today. Oh well.
You did not. You're a doctor.
I am a huge like you about microgreens. Wow. Did you put anything on it? We're going to the farmer's market on Sunday, right?
We need to.
We need
Yes.
to. We should definitely get some good stuff. I bet the orange people are back. Do you need flaky salt on anything?
It's already on.
Take a photo.
More microgreens.
The peanut butter's in the cake.
Yes.
Thank you. Mm.
Look at you. Woo! One pot. It's fish. Steaming. And a salad. Salad to go with it. And wine that's still over here that you need a cup of. I'm still making cake. Yeah, I'm still not quite done. Still like waiting on cakes to be cold. Cold-ish at least.
We getting a blast chiller?
No, we're not getting a blast chiller.
Maybe they make a tabletop one.
A tabletop blast chiller. Yes. Kind of like a Victoria sandwich in that it's semi-naked. I'm just gonna cheat and use this blue frosting gel. And then I'm gonna have to do a better rendition of this at some point, but he asked for bottom fingers. So I'm gonna try. What? Oh, are there thumbs? Okay. Let me clear that little bit out of the middle. Those pictures don't have thumbs up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe once it chills a little bit more, I'll put a little bit more frosting around the sides just for cleaning it up, but... Ooh, woo. And the W just looks like a ball sack. That wasn't intentional, but there it is. I'm gonna put this in the fridge because it's still a little bit warm. It needs to chill some more. But I will definitely take a picture of that when it's ready to be sliced. And I'm gonna... Ballsack intentional? No! It's supposed to say ooh woo. My goodness. Okay. Who's out there for a rating? Rod was too tired to stream tonight. Puffy is on playing Pokemon Unite. Is Kasky streaming? If Kasky's streaming, I'll raid him. But if he's not, doesn't look like he is. So I'd say Puffy, because I love heckin' Puffy. Right? Puffy is great. Okay. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm gonna go to that one. Hello again. Again, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Had a great time. I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. And yeah. Please do make yourself some one-pot fish and couscous stew with your lovely side salad, and make yourself a heckin' bottom loving funfetti cake, which I'm very excited to slice into and eat once it's properly chilled. Until then, have a great rest of your week. Send me pictures of whatever you're baking, cooking, making, because whatever you make, I'm sure it'll be good enough to eat. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Good night. Boop.